Hey guys, we're gonna do a straddle split stretch for you guys to follow along with. I have Riley here with me today, so she's gonna demonstrate and I'm gonna talk you through each stretch. So let's get started, right? We're gonna start in our straddle sit. Now remember, our turnout begins from our hips, our knees are facing up towards the ceiling, our ankles are rolling back, and our toes are pointed. And she's just first, before you do a straddle split over, just stretch forward. Our first goal, remember, is always our hands, our elbows, and then our tummy. So where Riley is with her back straight flat out, her tummy is on the floor, that's our advanced ending goal. That's where we want to get. So you make sure as you're stretching forward that your hips are staying in place, your knees are facing up, and your toes and your ankles are rolling back. Okay, we're gonna hold each stretch for 30 seconds. Now she's gonna push over into a straddle split over. If you can't do this, then just hold this for another 30 seconds, but if you can, you're gonna get on your elbows and push over your center. Yeah, good job. Yeah, so see, she's up just a little bit, you're feeling that stretch. Good. She's strong. Okay, 10 more seconds. And you can either do a pull through or sit back into your straddle sit, whichever one you want. Okay. So we're gonna stretch over to the right leg. When you stretch over to the right leg, face your leg. You want your hips to be adjusted and you're putting your nose down to your knee, keeping your left hip rotated out. So you never wanna hold any of your stretches for more than 30 seconds, especially your splits, because you don't wanna pull or tear muscles. So make sure that you do each side for 30 seconds. If you wanna do more stretching, repeat it for 30 more seconds, but don't hold it longer than that. All right, side stretch. So she's gonna open her chest to the mirror, and her arm is going over her head to reach towards the other leg. Both hips are turned out. Good job. Over to the other side, face your nose to your knee. Keeping your turnout. Drop that right hip. Good, and you wanna rotate your shoulders and your hips down towards your leg. Then we're gonna do a side stretch, opening our chest to the mirror, and our arm is going over our head. Good job. And then we're gonna go back to the middle one more time, and this time we're gonna flex our feet. So bring your heels up off the floor and stretch as far forward as you can. Good. And you want to get to the point, if you can't do this, that's fine, but where you're hyperextending your heels off the floor to get just a little bit more of a stretch. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, good. You can walk your hands up. She's gonna rotate from this position into a right split. If that is too advanced for you, you can stand up and start by facing the right wall and slide down into your split. But Riley is gonna rotate into her right split from her straddle. Good job. Our weight's centered, our back knees turned out, our toes are pointed, our front legs turned out, our toes are pointed. Nice job. So we're gonna start by sitting up as straight as we possibly can to get everything aligned. Shoulders and hips are squared. And then we're gonna stretch forward. So keeping that left hip flexor down. And if you can, reach towards your foot. Good job. I got you. Good. And then you're going to bring your hands back to the center and sit up straight. You're gonna lift and pull up out of your hips and then arch and stretch back. Good. And she's gonna straighten back up. Hold it for 10 more seconds. And now she's gonna rotate back into her straddle sit on her bottom, and we're gonna go into her over split one more time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Push onto your elbows and hold. Good job. Good, and you wanna sink down just a little bit as you get comfortable. All right, and back onto your bottom, or you can do a straddle pull through. From right here, she's gonna rotate up through her hips and over to the left split. And shoulders and hips are adjusted all the way to the left wall. Good, all the way to the back foot. Sitting up nice and tall first, and now she's gonna stretch forward. If able, walk your hands to your foot. Good, get all the way through those back toes. And that right hip press down into the floor. And now hands back to the center. Lift up through the hips and stretching, arching back. Good. And now she's gonna sit up straight for 10 more seconds. Good, lifting up out of those hips, shoulders are pressed down. And then rotate back into the center to sit on your bottom. Good job. All right, thank you, Riley.